Hey everybody, welcome back. My name is Abby, I'm with Fitness is Medicine, and today I'm going to give you a floor workout. So you can do this entire workout on your floor, on your workout bench, on your bed, it doesn't matter. You can do this one lying down. I'm going to give you a few, we'll do arms and legs and core. You're still going to get a great workout. So if you want to make this a bigger workout, make sure you get a good warm up before you come into this. Do this workout, then get up and go do, 5 to 10 minutes of cardio, come back. So you can make it a bigger workout if you need it, but if you need less of a workout, I'm going to do that today. So I've done a few like this over time, and I'm going to show you this one today. So we're going to start with some dumbbells. So if you have trouble picking up your dumbbells, have someone help you. I'm going to have you lie on your back. So lots of times we do this one either... Oh, Tubby came in to help me. Hi, Tubby. With a bridge on the ball, but this is a good way to break it down further. You can just lie on your back. If you are going to do it lying on your back, then I want you to bend your knees so your back is supported. So you can either put your elbows in and press straight up like this, or take your elbows out to the side and press straight up like this. You choose, it doesn't matter. Oh, hello, Baloo. He is so helpful. Hi. Okay, come here. Sit. You sit? Sit. You're going to get hit with my dumbbell. Sit. I know. He likes it when I'm on the floor. Okay. So 10 times up. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, that is the only exercise we're going to do with dumbbells today. So roll over and set those down. And next we're going to do leg lifts. So I'm going to make sure my camera stays up here. We're going to do one leg straight, keep the other leg bent to protect your back, and we're going to lift and lower that leg. So you can do this in any range of motion that feels safe and good to you. 5. The range of motion that I normally suggest is coming up here level with your bent leg and then down to the floor without touching down if you can. If you have to set it down in between, it's okay. Lift and lower. Nice and slowly. If you can't do all 10, that's okay. Get started with just a few and then switch, because this can get pretty tough in that leg after a few. It doesn't seem like a very difficult exercise, but it can get pretty tough in that quad as you go. All right, now we're gonna switch legs. My puppy wants to get right in there. Hi, Baloo. He just woke up from his nap. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, good. Now we're gonna stay right here. And we're going to do some bridges. Come here. Come here. Okay, so in order to go into this bridge, what we're going to do is we're going to lift your hips up off the ground, right? You can put your hands down beside your hips for some good support. I want you to think about flattening your back to the mat. So a little bit of a posterior pelvic tilt, and then raise up. So we'll count to 5, and then lower back down. 2. So when you go up into that bridge, notice that my weight is in my heels. I want your weight to be in your heels. 5, this is 3, I think. Sorry, I'm being distracted by Baloo here. And when you go up, I want you to think about squeezing your glutes and squeezing from down here versus pushing your hips up through the ceiling. You don't need to raise your hips up. You could even, if you're even just doing a bridge to here, that's okay. You don't need to press up really high. I've seen in the past where some people have tried to, do this. You don't need to press your hips up that tall. It gives a little undue stress to the front of your hips, and it's not very good for your low back. So weight through your heels, posterior pelvic tilt, or flatten your back to the mat, and just squeeze those glutes. Hold for a count of 5. We've got 4 more, I think. Baloo is losing his puppy teeth. We found one in his mouth the other day. He was chewing on it. Posterior pelvic tilt, squeeze those glutes. And like I said, if you can only do 3 or 4 to start, that's okay. Start there. And even if they're just little bits, like this is all the further you can get up off the ground, that's okay. You don't have to do the full range of motion if you can't go up any higher. Okay, good. Those are bridges. Now we are going to do side reaches, rolling over onto your side. So this one may not seem very much, and maybe it won't be for some of you, but what I want you to do is, this may be very challenging with blue here right now. Think about rolling over in bed. And that's what this exercise is, essentially. So your arms are straight, your legs are straight. I want you to get all the way up over onto one side. Straighten out my computer. And then roll over onto the other side. And I want you to think about reaching across the room to the opposite side of the room. So you're reaching across, like you're going to pull your covers over. Get all the way up. See, roll. See, Baloo is helping us. He's doing the same roll. We're going to roll all the way over onto each side. And we're going to do it 10 times. So really, by the time you do it 10 times, you're going to feel it. 5, 6. See, Baloo is rolling 2. All you got to do is growl and roll around. 6. He likes to hear himself. 7, 8. 8. Sometimes it can be, you notice that my knees are actually just a little bit bent. And then you can do that if it helps you to get up all the way over onto those hips and shoulders. Okay. Okay, good. That's all the rolling. Okay, now we're going to roll back onto your back and do double knee lifts. So starting in that same position with your knees bent, and I want you to lift your knees towards your nose and slowly put them almost back down, not quite to the floor, if you can. 3, slowly here, and your goal is to keep that back flat to the mat here. So if you're having a tough time with that, you can set your feet down, readjust, flatten that back to the mat, and start over. Not start over, but start from where you were. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. So that very end there, right before you set them down, is kind of the hardest part of that one. Okay, now I'm going to have you roll onto your side, and we're going to do some clamshells. So I'm going to turn away from Blue, and he's not going to like it. So onto your side, you can use your arm here, or you can use a pillow. Do something so your head isn't laying on the ground like this. He's going to do some clamshells with us. So bring your feet up towards your hips. You want your hips and your shoulders stacked so that you're not laying back like this. We want your hips and shoulders stacked right on top of each other, and we're going to do 10 clamshells. So leave your feet together and just lift up your knees. So you want to stay in the range of motion that your hips and shoulders stay stacked. And so you don't open up like this. My shoulder is only open right now because I'm trying to keep my puppy quiet. So you're staying in a pretty small range of motion, actually. So if you feel like you need to increase your range of motion and really open it up, that's too much. We're focusing on your glute here and those hip stabilizers. He is ready to play. Okay, good. And now we're going to switch sides. Hi. You're going to switch sides with me? Back onto... Okay. So get that head supported. Knees and hips are stacked. You can put your hand here for support. 5, 6, 7. Nice. It's a small range of motion. 9 and 10. And if you feel like you need more, you can put a band around your knees for that one. But I'm just doing a full-on, let's get moving, let's get started again. routine here. And then at the end, you can try to do some stretches. You know, you can lie on your back and do some hamstring stretches, maybe some range of motion with your ankles, that type of thing. And the really good stretch. Here you go. Look, is to lie on your back and reach your toes and your arms all the way away from each other and just really stretch out that way. That can feel really good. Okay, let me know if you have any questions. Like I said, if you need to make that into a bigger workout, you can use balls for your bridges. You can use weights for your leg lifts, things like that, and add some more cardio in between each set. All right, thank you everybody. I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you on Monday.